I know last weekend at the end of my last video, I said the plans were to go up north, which I'm kind of up north, but I wanted to go to my secret lake or the Superior Hiking Trail, and it didn't quite pan out. It is supposed to be pretty severe thunderstorms tonight. At one point, it even said tornadoes touching down. And that's pretty much North Minnesota to South Minnesota. So I'm like, what can I do this weekend? I don't want to sit home. So this weekend, I came back out to the Rum River State Forest to the hip camp, and I am gonna do a shed thunderstorm camp. So if it rains tonight and I get thunderstorms, at least I have shelter. I've got a cot, I've got tables, I got lights, I got a heater if I want to. I'm gonna have that place all nice and set up for myself. And it's right here on this beautiful river, the Groundhouse River. So just beautiful. With the sound of the river right here behind me, you got some rapids right there. And then you got some pretty cool rapids right there. So just the sound of the river out here is beautiful. I love it. But I'm gonna start getting into the shed and get everything kind of set up with my cot and tables and everything, and check back in here a little bit later once I'm all set up. Alright, all set up inside the shed. I almost have it like a little mini cabin in there, so let me take you inside and give you a little tour. I laid out a rug from home, so I got something nice and warm, but got my cooler there, got my bed set up right there, got my bin, got a table with my essentials on it. I'll be cooking dinner over the stove later. Got somewhere to sit if I decide I want to sit inside here if it rains too much, and got my little lights set up around the window, and I got some other lights kind of up and around here, and I've got my fan up top right here, so if I do use my heat or if I just need some noise for at night, I got some fan noise and fan circulation blowing down. So I feel like I am pretty well set up in here. One of the things that turned out really cool for this cabin was my fan. It was a perfect spot just to clip my fan up there, and for those who don't know, that fan has a remote control. So not only does it have a light on it that I can turn on and off if I need a light, but it also has the fan settings, and it also has timer settings. So I will leave a link down in the description of this video for this fan. It was like 15-20 bucks off Amazon if I remember right. Not very much, but worth every penny. So that's one of my highlights for being in the cabin. I've got remote control fan and remote control light up there. But I also brought like a little candle for later on, just in case I end up having to spend some real time inside this cabin with the rain and thunderstorms. I'm gonna light a candle and make it a little bit more cozy in here. But like I said, I brought the Mr. Buddy heater. So if it does get chilly at night, or even chilly, because it's only like, I think 58, 59 degrees was what my truck was reading on my way in here. So right now indoor right here it says 68 degrees. So it's fine right now, but like I said, if it gets chilly tonight, I'll have a little bit of heat ready to go. But I can always close up all these windows too and try to keep some more heat in here. But I think when I go to sleep tonight, I'll probably keep the windows open, shut the door. Well, I kind of decided before starting a fire, I wanted to just kind of explore around the river right here. It's so beautiful. And it's just, spring has just started here. You can tell that this is about an hour north of the Twin Cities, and where I was last week was about 2.5 hours south of my house. So it's almost like now I've went back a week and spring is just now starting here, and I love it though. I mean, look at all the wildflowers off in the woods. You can see behind me just wildflowers all over the place. Spring is really starting to become one of my favorite times of the year, just because all the life that comes around, all the beautiful weather, all the wonderful wildflowers. You start to see all the plants sprouting. Just life comes back to the forest. So as much as I love summer and fall is my favorite, spring is really starting to be, as I've gotten older, one of my favorite times of the year. Just watching everything come to life. It's just beautiful. And I do have a really big tree right there. You see this thing? It's been squeaking the entire time I've been here, like it is waiting to fall. It's just barely leaning on that other tree right there. And I got a feeling if the winds pick up tonight, I might hear that thing crash down. But right now it's beautiful. It's been a beautiful day out here. Like when I first got out here, the sun was shining and it was beautiful, but as you can see, it's definitely starting to cloud up some. So we will see what kind of rain or thunderstorms or tornadoes I might get tonight. Okay, I decided to walk down to the old A-frame cabin that I stayed at earlier this spring and just see what it looks like when the vegetation's all kind of growing up around it. But what's kind of cool is I'm at a site right here that you can rent out if you'd like. And it's got this beautiful tree just budding all over the place. I'll take you right here. You can even get a better view. Look at that. This tree is just beautiful. So like I had said, spring has sprung here in the Rum River State Forest. And it is just beautiful. I've just been kind of walking along the river here, hanging out. Found an agate already. So always nice to be out and find an agate. But I'm gonna walk over to this A-frame and just see what it's looking like when all the vegetation is starting to pop up. All right, well there it is. Looking beautiful. And this whole place has just been amazing. The bird song out here today is just going crazy. The birds are just, it's like they know that the storm is coming, so they're kind of getting out all their talking now before they have to hunker down. But this was definitely a pretty cool sight. And you can see just, this is your A-frame cabin, and then this is your view looking out. Not bad. Something new here since I was here last are these bathrooms, and they even have like little keypads, but this one seems to be open. He gave me the key to, or the code to the keypad, but nice. It even smells like fresh, brand new wood in here. So definitely very, very nice. Now, I did check burn restrictions for the Rum River State Forest, and there are no burn restrictions right now for the Rum River State Forest, which makes sense. They've had some recent rain, as recent as like I think yesterday and this morning. Nothing is real dry around here or anything like that, but there are a lot of burn restrictions in Minnesota right now. A lot of wildfires up north, but this area is pretty safe because of the rain they've had recently. And it's a little bit windy, but it kind of comes and goes. So it's only because of that storm coming in, I'm assuming. But yeah, the wind isn't too bad. It's not too dry. So that's why you're seeing a fire being started when there are so many fires in Minnesota right now. But this is a safe area. No burn restrictions in the Rum River State Forest for today. Well, Carl, his wife and daughter, the owners of this land, just came by and hung out for a little bit, let me taste some of their wine that they grow out here on their little vineyard. Good stuff. I'm not even a wine drinker, and it was good stuff. But nice people, good people. And what it sounds like from what Carl's saying is he's about to add another couple more tiny cabins out here and try to see how close legally he can get to the river, because he would like to put a cabin just right over here and have it kind of like looking out on the river, where you walk out onto a little deck that's right on the river. So that would be extra special and sweet. But it is getting chillier and a little bit more windy out here, so you can definitely tell there's a storm coming. There is a storm a-brewing, that is for sure. But I am going to hang out around this fire as long as I can, and unless it gets dark, then I'll head into the cabin or the little shed. The shed that I have set up like a cabin. But like I said, hang around the fire just till it rains. I should have enough firewood to last until dark at least. Well, I have just been sitting here for quite some time now, not talking, not making any noise. It has been extremely quiet out here. You hear nothing but the wind off in the distance and the birds. The bird song out here today has been just as good as last weekend. Just sitting here listening to them, it is, with that river, that the ripples of the river, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know what side is better now, the A-frame cabin or the shed. Because the A-frame doesn't, the river's not as loud as what it is. Here you literally hear the river moving over the rocks. It's the ripples of the river. And the birds. Like I said, I am starting to love spring more and more as the older I get. This is gorgeous. I didn't expect it to be this nice. I expected rain by now. I mean, it's getting pretty dark off in the distance. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's getting pretty dark, but it's been getting pretty dark for like an hour. So I don't know how much longer this rain's gonna hold off, but I figure I would do some cooking once I get inside the shed, once it starts to rain, and make some dinner tonight. But right now it's just so quiet. There's nobody out here. Again, I'm the only one out here and it is just quiet. I love it. I love it. Well, not too much longer after I talk about the dark skies, the sun peeks out and there's even like kind of little patches of blue skies. I'm gonna send my drone up real quick and see what's going on because it's not very windy at all right now, so maybe I can even get a chance to see what's going on with this dark, really dark sky over this way, because it's really bright and almost blue sky right here. So let me send up the drone and see what's going on. tonight. I am cozy in the shed for the night. I've got the door open still, but I'm going to be closing it pretty soon. It's getting pretty windy out there. I'm starting to get some whistles and howls from the shed here when the wind picks up. Still no rain yet. I'm wondering if it's even going to come. This place is very, very spotty as far as reception. So I can't really get the weather report right now, and no way of me telling, if the storm is still even coming, or if it's just coming later, or if it's still on time for 8 to 9 to 10 o'clock, and it's about 8 o'clock right now. The wind sounds like it's about to be here, but I haven't heard any thunder or any kind of lightning or anything like that. I haven't seen any lightning up in the skies. But I am going to just read this book, chill out for a little while, listen to the wind blow, listen to the birds out there. I've got this Best Minnesota Camper Cabins, so this should keep me busy for a good hour, I would assume, and see if that rain even hits. If the rain doesn't hit before I go to bed, I'll go to bed, but if it hits and something wakes me up, then you will find out. Well, the rain has started, and it's more wind than rain. I actually just got the weather report on my phone for the first time all day today, and it's going to be like what it is right now for like the next half an hour, and then it's going to be done for the rest of the night. And if it holds true, I'll probably just watch something on my phone. I'm done reading this book. It was a pretty good book. But I'll probably watch something on my phone that I have downloaded since I have no reception. And then if it's still raining, may or may not stay the night. If it's not raining, I think I might pack this up and get out of here. What I didn't expect, I should start off with what I did expect. I expected little critters in this place. Maybe spiders, maybe a mouse or two running around, this and that. You know what I mean? I just, it's a shed, you know what I mean? And I know it's not sealed up or anything, but the walls, everything is living in the walls, and they're scurrying around, they're scratching, they're buzzing. I know I'm not going to be able to sleep in here. There's just no way I'll be able to sleep with all that noise in the walls. I haven't seen a single critter or spider or bug even in this place, but I am most definitely hearing them in the walls and in the ceiling. So they are here, and like I said, I'm not going to sleep listening to that all night. I'm just going to be listening to it all night. So I might just hang out for a little bit, wait this rain out and see what happens. And like I said, if I have to wait it out, if I have to sleep here tonight, then I have to sleep here tonight. And if it doesn't stop raining, because I'm not going to pack everything up in the rain. But if it's just wind, then I'll just pack it up and get on out of here in about an hour or so. But stay tuned. We'll see what I do. Well, I've learned my lesson about shed camping. This place is full of critters. There's been at least 4 or 5 mice that have came out since I was on camera last when I said I hadn't seen any yet. They're scurrying throughout the walls, they're coming out throughout all the little cracks, and they keep running back and forth. And the first one that came out, I didn't care. He was all calm, kind of sat in the corner, and then left and kind of came, and he was just trying to keep warm, I assume. I don't stay in your area, I'll stay in my area. I understand I'm probably invading their home. But then a few more came out, and they were even bigger than the first one, so they've just been scurrying around and bothering me. I'm not going to sleep in here tonight. So I'm going to pack it up, and I'm going to get out of here. It's probably 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock right now, so, I mean, it's not too terribly late. I have this weird thing of this hip camper. I keep leaving before morning, and it's not the hip camp's fault. Like I said, I knew what I was getting into with this shed. I just didn't think about hearing them all night. I don't know why that didn't come into my head about hearing it all night. Like, I know I'm not going to sleep if I'm hearing them running around and straying throughout the walls all night. So, I mean, I'm sure if there was thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms and wind like there was supposed to be, that would have kept them away. I wouldn't have heard them because of all the rain and everything. Now the wind is completely gone. There's no more rain anymore. So the rain was brief. There's zero wind now. So I think I'm just gonna pack it up and get out of here. It's actually getting kind of hot here too. Now it's getting to be 70 degrees inside the inside the shed here with the heater going. I mean, it's gonna take me 10 minutes to just put all this stuff in my bin and then fold up the cot, fold up the two tables, and throw them in the truck, and I'm out. So this was a fun time. Despite that I'm leaving early, this was actually a really, really fun time out here today. I had a great time. I mean, I said it before earlier in the day that I loved it out here. The birds, the sound of the river, the spring flowers, the spring buds, everything starting to blossom. Just a good feel of spring today. It was beautiful all day, and I had a good time out here. So I'm going home with no regrets, but like I said, now I've learned my lesson with shed camping. It's got to be a severe thunderstorm, or winter would probably be great for this, like 0 degree shed camping. Get a little heater going on in here, and you're not going to have mice and all that kind of stuff. And it's 0 degrees outside; they're all long gone and dead by then. But yeah, like I said, I'll come back later on. No regrets from this camp out. I don't even know if I can call it a camp out, but like I said, I had a great time today. It was wonderful out here in the state forest. So that wraps it up. But I do have a question for everybody. Next week, I am heading to my hometown of Davenport, Iowa, to spread my mother's ashes. So I don't know if I should do a video just kind of showing my hometown of Davenport, Iowa, kind of showing what goes on and some highlights of the place, or just no video next week. So comment down below and tell me what you think. If you want another video that's kind of like my March Blizzard video, kind of a storytelling video, I can do something like that for Davenport. But other than that, if I don't do a video, then you'll just see me the week after that. See you on the next one.